So chapter 3, it has a pretty cool trick right at the very start of it. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to hop up on this railing and then jump up to that statue, which in the intended route, you're supposed to grab it last, because you're supposed to put a triangle on that wall to, ramp yourself up to get there. So, first thing, to get up onto this wall, you can't just go straight at it. You can't like just stand against it and jump. You have to be sprinting at it, and it helps if you're sprinting at an angle. So, basically, you want to be here. We're going to jump at this, but the hitbox of this point is a really weird triangle. So if you're like a little bit too far to the left, then you won't have the height to make the jump. And if you jump a little bit too far to the right, then you'll just slide down and it'll eat your jump and you'll just fall. So it's a really tough trick to do. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, you just have to hold space because you'll get just close enough to this ledge to be able to pull yourself up. Once you're up here, you want to grab it and turn around. What I always do is hold forward and right so that I'll end up like around here, around this darker block. I can run straight forward. Because if you hit one of those steps on the way down, importantly, if you hit like this step here, the lowest one of the red steps, it will eat your jump and you can just fall and miss this ledge. You'll void out. And the void out pieces you like back here, but it's I think an 8-second time loss if you do that. And so if you get the statue and then void out, the trick doesn't save any time, because it saves about 10 seconds. And there's another trick that goes with it. That, I'll just show it now. Yeah, after you do that jump, you would come around here, you'll go up to the top, but this is where you exit out from. So when you're exiting, this matches the first trick. These are totally optional to do. Since the first jump is pretty difficult, you might just not want to do it and do it the intended way. Do the level the intended way and get that statue last. So what you're going to do is jump up onto this railing, and then line yourself up. We're going to basically fall off here onto that lantern there. So to do that, I line myself up so that this lantern is in the top left, or the top right of the screen. And then just slowly walk off the edge. And then you hold forward. You just rotate your camera towards the tower and hold forward. And why that works is that the lanterns, when you land on them, there's a very brief, like fraction of a second, where you can move on top of them and they act like a platform. That's before they break. And so you can use that to change your direction midair. So yeah, then you would go in there, place the statues, and be done. So I guess if you don't do the jump at the start to get this statue early, then you don't need to worry about that jump off the lantern, because you would have to go back down to get that anyway. But yeah. Yeah, just come in here, grab this. And when I grab this, the screen, it fades and it makes your mouse really slow, but you can still place a try and move the camera around. So it's really hard to see right now, but I've already placed 2 to 3 points for this first triangle. And if you place it just right, I think this is good enough. You just want to run straight up, otherwise, if it's too low, if I did it like there, you would have to pull yourself up. So if you do this section quickly, coming through these 2 holes, then the fox will be like right here as you're coming through. It'll fade away. So another crouch tunnel where you want to spam jump. I didn't check to see how much time it saves in this one, but it does save like another quarter second or so. Yeah, this is all pretty much as intended. There isn't any way to like break this. This room, there's a couple ways to do it. What I've been doing recently is put 1 point on that ledge there, other 2 as close to here as possible. So that you jump, pull yourself up, and just run straight across. And there's no gap here. Because the way I used to do it is I would place 1 triangle here, and jump on top of it, and then jump across there. So jumping is slower than running, so that's why I think doing this triangle is faster, because you only jump once then. And yeah, get out of here. And then, it's like I did before, you just jump off on the lantern, but since the lantern is smashed now, I actually can't do it again. But yeah, that's everything for this level. And just so you know, the save warp, if you do the save warp in this level, it places you inside this room, which has nothing in it, and there's no way out, and you can't do anything, so you just have to restart the level. So don't save warp here.